Do you like mannequins? You know, those life-size dolls. Well, if you do, guys, I've got a little joke for you. Did you hear about the mannequin who was given freedom of her home city? She was a model citizen. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. In this video, I'd just like to talk about a great little thriller which I watched last night from 1974, and that movie is called Spasmo. If you haven't seen this movie, I'll just start off by giving you a little bit of background about it. Right, okay, so Spasmo, it was first released in Italy on February the 16th, 1974. Now, it stars the lovely Susie Kendall, one of my favourite actresses, Robert Hoffman, Ian Rasimov, and Adolfo Lastresi. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Now, the film was directed by Umberto Lenzi from a script by Pino Bola. Now, basically, the story centres on the main protagonist, Christian, played by Robert Hoffman, whose character is suddenly plunged into one big whirlwind of mystery and suspense as a series of real weird events unfold, events that threaten to spiral completely out of his control. Now, the movie opens with a young couple who, indulging in a bit of carnal affection, decide to go to the beach. Now, whilst they're on the beach, they first meet a mysterious man who was parked there. Now, after asking for a light, the couple walk towards some nearby ruins, where, in the midst of their passion, they discover a hanging woman. Now, upon investigation, it turns out to be a mutilated mannequin. Now, the mysterious man, he just buggers off in the car before they can even ask him any questions. Now, we move on to couple number two, and this is where you get, the introduction of the main protagonist, Christian, and his girlfriend. And now they're both taking a leisurely walk along the deserted beach when they discover a woman's body lying face down near the surf. Now, when the couple approach the slumped figure to take a closer look, they are surprised to find that the woman is still alive, and the woman is called Barbara. And she's played by the lovely Susie Kendall, and as always, she looks absolutely stunning in this movie, guys. Now, moving on to the next day, Christian meets Barbara again, Susie Kendall, at a yacht party, and they become romantically, quite fond of each other, romantically attracted to each other. Now, later on at a nearby motel, something weird happens as they prepare to go to bed together. Because an intruder breaks in and starts beating up Christian, laying into him and that, But Christian fights back valiantly, and in the process, accidentally shoots the aggressor with his own gun. Now, some hours later, Christian and Barbara find out that the corpse is missing. It's just mysteriously vanished. Now, that's when everything starts to get crazy, guys, and I mean really, really crazy. Yeah. Now, Spasmo, it's the kind of quirky, multi-layered movie that in a review like this one, you can't really say too much about, in case you spoil a plot for the potential viewer. Suffice to say that if you love a real good Italian crime thriller with plenty of twists and turns to keep you hooked right till the end, and this has got them in abundance, guys, I can tell you, I think you'll absolutely love Spasmo. I certainly did. And I've watched this a few times, and I always enjoy it, even though I know the huge plot twist that's coming. That's how good a movie it is, guys. Absolutely fantastic movie, Spasmo. Now, running alongside them, you've got the main story of Christian, but running alongside that, alongside the main story of Christian and all his interactions with the rest of the cast, you've also got, well, I'd say a rather strange subplot. Because right through the movie, you see these intermittent shots of lingerie-clad mannequin dolls all scattered around the woods with stab wounds through them. It's as if some madman, perhaps I don't know, maybe harbouring some strange pathological hatred of dolls, has been venting his twisted rage out on them. Now, this is definitely one of the weirdest scenes I've ever seen in a movie, and it all adds up to the deep mystery surrounding this story. And again, you're wondering, just what on earth's going on here with these dolls, and how does this possibly relate to the main story, of Christian's weird exploits. Now, I absolutely love everything about Spasmo, guys. I mean, the story's great, the plot twists are great, especially the jaw-dropping biggie at the end, guys. The characters are great, and the setting is great. And of course, we don't forget, we can't forget the excellent cinematography with a great continental backdrop of gorgeous scenery. Yeah, it really is. I'd give this movie a massive 10 out of 10, guys. It's a cracker. One of the best in my collection. Now, as some people might regard Spasmo as a kind of, giallo movie, but in my honest opinion, it's more, it's more of a psychological thriller than a conventional giallo. It's a very unorthodox Italian crime film, departing brilliantly from the familiar black masked mystery killer that has become such a big motif, in most giallo flicks. Instead, it plunges the viewer into an absolutely fascinating, gripping, roller coaster ride of mystery, intrigue, suspense, and even a spattering of horror thrown in for good measure. Now, what I love most about Spasmo is that here is a movie that really holds your attention. It has you completely gripped, from start to finish, as you try to figure out, just what the hell's going on here, what's it all about, why is this happening, why is that happening, and that, yeah. And all the time, you're rooting for the main character, hoping like, everything is revolved and that everything's tied up, which, without giving too much away, it is at the very end, yeah. And then you've got the added pleasure of the, the ambiguity surrounding all the characters. I mean, you don't know for sure who's good, who's bad, who's in on the whole thing, who isn't on the whole in on the whole thing, and so on. I think Spasmo's a well-crafted, well-presented little Italian gem, guys, and one well worth adding to your Blu-ray collection. Umberto Lenzi was, as he usually is, really on the money, when he directed this masterpiece of a movie. Spasmo is a very underrated film that certainly deserves more attention. You don't make them like this anymore, guys. Now, this is a fantastic release here from 88 Films. You got the, this is the original artwork there. I'll just show you. That's the original artwork, guys. But I preferred the other one, so I switched it over. Yeah, I prefer that one, guys. Yeah, and you've got a couple of bonus features there if you wanna freeze your cameras and just take those in, guys. Yeah, fantastic release this by 88 Films and that, yeah, and it's one well worth adding, to your collection, yeah. Okay, so before I close this review, guys, I just thought I'd share two pieces of trivia with you about Spasmo, which you might know about. The first is that George A. Romero shot approximately 10 minutes of CinemaScope footage, which was inserted into the United States release of the film, depicting the killings. I think it was all revolved something around the censorship issue, yeah. But anyway, on to the second fact. And the second fact is that Lucio Fulci was originally slated to direct this film. So there you go. Bit of useless information for you, yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed me reviewing Spasmo. As I say, it's a great little movie. It's really out there, classic, yeah, and one that I'd highly recommend. If you like a real good mystery thriller with an entertaining touch of the bizarre and with some great plot twist, or especially the end, guys. Yeah, didn't see that coming at all. Yeah. And as I say, Susie Kendall, she looks absolutely gorgeous in this, yeah, and the other cast members as well, I can't praise them highly enough on that, yeah. Fantastic little movie, Spasmo, yeah. Have you seen this movie? Leave your comments down below, yeah. Always love to hear from your fellow YouTubers and that, and I'd also like to, thank everybody, got a couple more subscribers and that, yeah. So I'm really made up, guys, yeah. Thanks very much, yeah. Really appreciate you watching my channel, leaving your comments, yeah. Comments as much as you like, yeah, it doesn't matter, like, I always like to hear good or bad comments and that, take them on board and that, and reply back and that, yeah, just as I reciprocate your videos and that, the favours and that, your comments and mine and that, Yeah, got to build our little YouTube community, guys. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, as I say, Spasmo, fantastic little movie. Yeah, great. Yeah, from 1974. Yeah, if you haven't got yourself a copy, get yourself a copy. Yeah, yeah. Well, I enjoyed it anyway. Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit different, as I say. It's got like it's quite out there, but I enjoyed it. Now, that's my opinion. So if you like these type of movies, I think you'll like Spasmo. Yeah, yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you're all keeping nice and safe and that. Yeah. And fingers crossed. Yeah, things will get back to normal soon. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for now. Yeah. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you all again in the next video. See you all for now.